What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Chad. Yeah. Yeah, he's chilling. No, he left. He'll come back though. Yeah. It's a nice night here. It's getting hot though. It's getting hot here in Paraguay. Man, I really got to cut my grass too. Oh well. I will at some point here. I got the so I get off work when you guys get off work on I get off work on Thursday and Friday, right? Because calling clients and stuff, everybody's off, right? So yeah, I'll have off Thursday and Friday this week, which is very nice. It's a long weekend here. Um, yeah, the new house is chill. It's chill. I don't know why my video lags so much or skips around. To be honest, but yeah. Um, yeah. What did I say this video is gonna be on? Oh, your biggest goals in life. Yeah. So I guess I'll start with mine. Um, One of the biggest ones was to move here for me, and you guys can comment in yours. Go ahead and comment in what you're working on, projects, goals, things that you're looking forward to in the future, places you want to travel, uh, big things that you have in mind. I did a video like this months ago when I used to go live more. But yeah, you guys can certainly comment in. And, for myself, one of the biggest goals was to live here, right? And I've been doing that for 500 plus days, year and 5 months almost a year and a half. So, you know, taking all the steps to do all that good stuff uh, was mine. And yeah, um, yeah. So let me know about yours, immediate goals or long term goals, whatever it might be. My biggest goal is to stay single. Well, that's not hard. You just have to stay single. um, and get my pension in the U.S. soon. Yep, and then live in South America and become Indiana Jones. Yeah, man. Now I have no desire to go up in the jungle though. Y'all can do that and film it. No, I might though one day. Who knows? But but yeah. No, like Nathan Seastrand, he does. He's a Yankee Gawayo down here. He does the crazy expeditions with his brother on the river, meeting tribes and meeting on or going where there's our uncontacted tribe, Ioreo. So he's much more out there, exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, for me, it's just to live a more simple life, which is what I'm doing. You know, again, this is the first time. Um, Shay, don't eat that. Hey, no, I don't care. My dog eats a little bit of grass, but too much is not good for him. Um, but yeah, one of my goals was just to live in Paraguay. So I did all the steps to make that happen, and I've been doing it. And yeah, living life. But yeah, Josh says, "Hey, real talk. How often do you see those big macaw parrots? I don't remember seeing them, but I keep reading that they're all over." Um, the big macaw parrots. I've seen parrots here for sure. Uh, Wherever there's a lot of taller trees, many tall trees, and you'll see them. They're not going to be on the shorter ones. And I think they eat fruits, or I don't know. But wherever there's fruit trees too. Um, Actually, I don't know what they eat to be honest, so don't quote me on that. If you guys know better, let me know what parrots eat. Are they fruit eaters or do they eat bugs or what do they eat? Hey Wendy, how's it going? Oh, appreciate that, Wendy. Sent 100. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're just hanging out here in San Lorenzo. Me and my buddy. I'm trying not to have him eat too much grass though, but he won't listen to me. He's been outside all day, probably eating grass. Hey, come here. Looks peaceful. Yeah, it is peaceful. I just got to cut my grass though. I was meaning to do this last weekend. Hello. Yeah, I was meaning to this last weekend. Um, but I just got caught up with stuff. But yeah, yeah, I did a walk and talk around my neighborhood the other day, and that was cool. I was exploring in real time, but it's so hard to stay on topic when I do that stuff. It's so hard because like I'm constantly analyzing and like saying hi and make sure people aren't weirded out with my presence and walking around with a phone on a gimbal and stuff or whatever you call this thing, an extension stick, whatever. Um, but yeah, yeah, it is peaceful here. I live right in front of a soccer field. So the lady just said hi to me, and most of the time it's kids playing, but sometimes adults will come and like just do like slow walking laps on the field. Um, I'm super chill, so like I have the crib that kind of oversees the soccer field, right? But like I'm getting to know everybody. Free games, no fair. I'm getting to know like everybody slowly, um, and so yeah, it's kind of like I feel like I'm the overlooker of the soccer field, right? But I'm a young guy. I don't have a family or nothing. It's just my me and my goofy dog. So like I'm. And this last weekend there was a bunch of guys there drinking and playing soccer. And I don't care. I don't care if they play music loud. I really don't. Like I'd rather be in a neighborhood like that than be in a neighborhood in the States where like it's just dead and it's just awkwardly dead in the States. So, a lot of people might not like that, but I just embrace what it is. I mean, you can go outside and like really get upset about that stuff, but for what? Yeah, Wendy. Where are you at, Wendy? Sometimes sometimes walk in the woods with my friend. Your dog friend, I'm guessing, or a human friend. Free games, no fair. Yeah, your dog is cute. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a cutie. He just got a bath, or no, last week. Last week. But yeah, yeah, he's a happy kid when he gets his bath and groomed properly. Better than I can do. And free music, no fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm always playing my music too, and I don't care. Like I'll play. To be completely honest, now that I'm in Latin America, I'm always hearing Latin music, which is cool and all, and I know how to dance all this stuff. But I'll play my American music all the time too because I'm always practicing karaoke and stuff. So like I'll play American music and just whatever, whether it's country or rap or a little bit of rock or whatever. Wendy says, I think I behind her. I'm probably lagging a little bit. Wendy says, we wash my dog and she eats the water from the hose. I believe that for sure. Yeah, I can spray my dog down here too. It just gets messy. But I was thinking about buying like a big old tub, just keep in the back, and then like have that to be his wash area, like a plastic thing, something cheap. Um, but at the same time, when they pick him up, and I got it, and I got his vitamins, I think he came out to be like 180, which is like 13 plus. That would be like 25 dollars. But without his vitamins, it would have been like wait, no, that's not right. 13, 13, no, 14, 14, 28. Uh, yeah, about 25 bucks. But they picked him up right here, and then they took him to the vet. Um, and yeah, and they brought him back, and he was all groomed and washed, and then and his vitamins to keep his coat shiny, and also so he doesn't shed as much. So yeah, yeah. So that's my dog situation, but he's nice to all the humans, but sometimes the kids come and mess with him. I don't mind that the kids come and mess with him. It's just that because he'll never bite or anything like that. Um, he just kind of scares them sometimes. Right? There's a little like 2 year old just like having a blast at the park. That's what I'm saying, man. It's always alive here, right? And because like my dog is a diva. Oh, my dog's a total diva. Yeah, he's a male diva. Yeah, he's. I mean, he's a spoiled American dog. I mean, like he'll come inside with me if it's too hot or whatever. And I finally got an air conditioning now for the main row. If you guys see that, this is new. So yeah, and yeah, this is life though. Sun going down. It's beautiful here when the sun goes down. That's exactly why I wanted to. Oh, what's up, Lewis? What's up, man? Leo is Lewis. What up? What's up, man? We're just chilling. If you guys want to comment in your goals, any immediate goals or long-term goals, let me know. Let me know. That's kind of what we're talking about. Well, I guess I haven't really started talking about it, but yeah, yeah. But what like you guys obviously know one of my biggest goals was to come down here and to figure out life, right? And I'm doing that okay. I'm doing that pretty decently, I guess. A lot of hiccups though. I'm not gonna lie, but uh, it's a huge thing. And you know what's crazy is I tune into Jack Morgan, and there's a lot of people right now who are thinking about moving abroad, right? And and there's a lot of people who have a lot of fears, right? And it's just kind of crazy for people to finally start waking up and realizing that yeah, man, I can't afford Florida or put in whatever state, Um, and like if you guys know Jack Morgan, um, he lives in Florida, but he's always contemplating whether he should move to Michigan. But then the thing is, like him and his girlfriend talk, and they're like, "Yo, why don't we just go to like Mexico or Portugal or like?" He always jokes about Paraguay because some guy talked to him about Paraguay. So you'll always hear Paraguay come out of Jack Morgan's mouth. I'm actually gonna hit him up though. I am gonna hit up Jack Morgan and see if he would like to do some kind of collab. Yeah, talk to his audience about Paraguay. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get a hold of him or contact him, and if he's willing to. I mean, he's a huge YouTuber, you know. But maybe, you know, maybe. And so yeah. Okay, Michael, what up, man? What's up, Michael? Says build and a tribute to the community in Asuncion, looking like San Lorenzo at the moment. Thanks for all the help. Yeah, man. Yeah, Michael's a good dude, man. Did a couple consultations with Michael, and we also hung out with Michael, right? So Michael knows what's up. Wendy sounds familiar, but I don't think I know him. Lewis was on the channel. Leo, his uh, Louis, he's been on the channel. We did a very long interview, about 2 hours. It was a good talk, right? Maybe not everybody would agree with us with the whole dating stuff, but yeah, it's just how we see life, you know. But you know, that stuff's kind of complicated, right? uh, when you talk about it from a Westerner's perspective and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, wow, that's long. Yeah, that was a long one. Hey, I'll do interviews for an hour or 2 hours. I mean, they're podcasts. Like YouTube actually YouTube actually turned my interviews playlist into a podcast, which is really cool. Because I always because my videos are way too long, and I'm like, dude, I suck at this YouTube thing. I can't keep videos under like 10 minutes, let alone 15 or 20. Like those are short videos for me. And then people have everything to say. Oh, Ryan, you should do shorter. Ryan, you should do longer. But I was always more of a podcaster. Ever since the first time I did an interview with Aaron. But yeah, but yeah, going off of what Michael is saying though, building and uh, contributing to the community in Asuncion. Um, yeah, yeah, no, I mean one of my biggest goals out of life is to give back to this country, but and I guess in a free way, what I can do is bring the right people here, right? In that way, it's kind of a pay it forward thing. Like I may not, at least right now, you know, be just like monetarily giving. One day for sure. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out life, you know. But I try to do little things here and there, though. For people in my life, for people here too. Um, but as far as like a lump sum or a lump investment in something, I still got a little bit to go before that happens. But the one of the ways that I at least in my case, is just talk talk openly about life here, and try to bring the right people here who are going to do good things. So that's at least my way. But I know that other people have much more. Hey, go away! You're shaking the camera. Go away. No, 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 no. You see, he's such a diva. He's a diva, like Wendy said. But yeah, at least that's my thing. Um, okay, Wendy has to go. I have to go. But she's subbed and will come to my next live. All right, see you later. I don't really have a live schedule, but I'm starting to again a little bit here. And yeah, so I might have to bring out the fan because the bugs are gonna eat me up. I think if I stay out here, otherwise I'll just go inside. Um, but yeah, so I like that though. I like that you guys are wanting to give back, do your investments, get your stuff. I know that a lot of people might look at that negatively or whatever, like, oh my God, you're contributing to high prices and gentrification. And it's like, well, honestly, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen anywhere in the world that's safe, that is low taxes. My mom is on the motorbike with her kid. That's really common here, you guys, to see a family on their motorbike. Like you'll see multiple people on one motorbike. It's crazy. Yeah, mosquitoes don't play in Paraguay. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't think I've been bit yet, but I should probably get inside and continue there. Want to go inside, buddy? Before we get eaten? Yeah. Come on, let's go inside. Stand out here for a second. Yeah. Okay, I'll turn the lights on here. All right, there we go. But yeah. Um, what was I talking about? I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about. Here, hold up, you guys. I'll go open this back area. And then chill out for a second. Okay. All right, we're good. What's up? What's up, Chelsea? Wellness with Kels. Yeah. Yeah, we're just we're chilling here, talking about people's immediate goals and long-term goals and all that good stuff. If you guys want to comment in, I was outside for a bit, but mosquitoes, mosquitoes, and I didn't feel like bringing the fan out there. Otherwise, that's how you get away with it. I could sit outside, but you have to have a fan blowing on you. But yeah, it's starting to get hot, man. It's gonna reach almost 100 Fahrenheit here for the rest of the week. So yeah, mil ciudades al Albrecht. La, 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 la. Oh, bueno, mis ciudades. What's up? Hola, hola, amigo. ¿Qué tal? Yeah. Estamos hablando de la vida, de tus metas que tienen, eh, que tienen para el futuro, ¿verdad? Y es el tema. Si quieres comentar, por ejemplo, en español y puedo traducir, pero es el tema de ese live. Yeah. So, oh, te llamas Shiamura. Oh, okay. Hola. Hola, Shiamura. I don't know if that's a joke or not. I don't know if people are trolling me or if that's for real. But whatever. Hopefully it's not a troll. Hopefully it's for real. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I was just saying like, earlier is uh one of the biggest things for me was to get down here and just to keep it going and figure it out. And you know, there we go. Okay, finally somebody else on the comments says, okay, Chelsea says, um goals: a thriving health and wellness business, a home and a family. Definitely. Great goals. Awesome goals. Yeah, same with me, except for the whole wellness and health business. I'll let you do that. um, no, but I got a lot of other things as well. Like first, I guess for myself, if you wanna expand on that, uh, Chelsea, you can. Um, but yeah, for myself, yeah, yeah, for myself, I guess a more immediate goal, and when I say immediate, I mean like next like 5 years. like 5 years. Definitely trying to get property and something for a reasonable price. And I know that a lot of you guys who live downtown in the new Asuncion area, y'all are seeing prices really go up. But if you get a little bit farther out, I think they're not gonna skyrocket overnight. I think they'll be stable for a good 10 years. Um, yeah, uh, but the expat bubble, I don't those see they're artificially high, you guys, because they're gringo pricing people, and people are accepting those prices. So that's what's really going on, right? And honestly, if gringos didn't accept these prices because they don't know any better, or I mean, they should, they should get second opinions, third opinions. Um, you know, then that would actually keep stuff low. Uh, but and there's so many development projects too. And honestly, a lot of people want to park their money in projects, so there's never going to be a shortage of housing here. I don't see it. There's so much land too, like even within the city, like there's so many lots that could be built up. I mean, everywhere, anywhere and everywhere you look, but anyway, so I went off on a tangent, but that's one of my immediate goals. I guess I would say by this time, before I hit 40, uh, surely get a place, in my name and owned outright, you know, like bought in cash type deal, and yeah. Okay, what's up, Fidel? Hey man, how's it going in Paraguay? Good. It's going pretty good. I can't complain. Uh, you know, some downs, but mostly ups recently. And so yeah, things are stable and things are good. And you know, um, yeah, I'm doing decent. How about you? Okay, Wellness with Kel says I really like helping people feel better, mostly stress relief, but also with other issues, living healthier and simpler. I want to coach online, working one on one with people, and eventually and open up a space. For sure, for sure. Um, yeah, yeah. Just start sooner than later. And my good friend Jeremy on Instagram, he's fat adapted athlete, I think. Well, anyways, he did his consultations for like weight loss and that kind of thing. Like, so he has a lot of experience in that. And I've taken some of his advice for like scheduling and that kind of stuff myself. But Jeremy would be a good person to ask. You know, um, yeah, and so yeah, there's that. It sounds like living better than back in the states. Oh yeah, anything sounds better than living in the states. Yeah, things have changed so much in the last 5 years in the states. I mean, it's unbelievable. um, especially what really blows my mind is the people who are sharing their grocery prices, like what they can get for $100, and then I just to compare that to my videos that you guys have seen of what you can get for $100 here, and so yeah, I mean it's crazy. It's crazy the stark contrast that you're walking away with nothing in the states, but here you're walking away with a cart full. Um, and so it's drastically different. We were gonna do a chat on mental health. Oh yeah, yeah, we can still do that for sure. Um, yeah, yeah, Hmm. Yeah. We'll see it when we can do that virtually. I can't tonight, but soon here. And damn, what was I gonna say? Man, what the fuck was I gonna say? I totally forgot. Anyways, Michael says night and day compared to what you can get with 100 US here, saving money like it's the 1960s. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go back that far, but people have told me like the 1980s, like for example, like for rent prices here, for food prices here. When they see my videos, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's how it was in the '80s in the States, or that's how it was in the '90s, or that's how it was for this or that price for the houses I show or whatever." So I mean, hell, that's still a good 30, 40 years, you know. Um, yeah, I've been living in the Philippines for about $50 USD per week, but rent free as well. Damn, how'd you pull that off? Are you staying with a girlfriend or something? That's cool though. That's great. Or a friend. Yeah. Wellness with Kel is almost midnight for me. Just wanted to hop on, say hello, and show my support. For sure. Appreciate you coming on and showing support. For sure. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, whatever time you want to put it at, whatever decade, Uh, I mean, shit. Even going back 5 years, 6 years in the states, you could get drastically more, with the same amount of money. And we all know that nobody's wages have went up, unless you're lucky or job hopping. If you're, lucky enough to be in that position, but most people are getting laid off. You know, so hell yeah, girlfriend. Are you for real, or are you clowning around, dude? That's awesome. If it is, if it's true, that's good. That's good, man. Yeah. Um. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just it's so crazy, man. Like anybody. I mean, I saw this young kid in Florida that went on that Jack Morgan did a reaction video to, and he's a DJ in Florida. And I used to live in Madison, Wisconsin, which is a college town. And anyways, so I worked at bars, and there were some DJs, right? And that was their gig. That's how they made money, right? And he's like, "Yeah, man, the restaurants are cutting us out, and I'm gonna move to Portugal." But he doesn't have online work, right? And he's not counting on that. He's literally gonna count on being a DJ, right? And I don't know how much he has saved up or whatever, but or his I guess situation for residency and all that stuff. But I mean, he's gonna go all in with his dreams and like literally be like, what I was doing in America, I'm just gonna do it in Portugal, you know. And I was like, that is so ballsy, but I respect it so much, you know, because in so many ways, I took a lot of chances coming here too, you know, giving up a good job I had in the States, sold everything, didn't have an apartment anymore, was bringing my dog here, money wise, uncertainty, economic as well, so I totally understand where he's coming from. And he was just so fed up with the States, just because like everything was getting more expensive. He was getting less work as a DJ. And he's like, you know what, man? Like if Portugal or Spain or whatever, like I keep costs pretty low and and find my way in the DJ music game, then I'm just gonna go for it. I'm like, dude. But I mean, this kid is so young. Like, if I could guess his age, he's probably only like 22 years old. So, like, at that age, that's when you should take the most risks. Because, like, I guess I mean, he's really not tied down to nothing. So, anyways, I had a lot of respect for this kid, and I think I was actually gonna email him and to say, hey, hit me up, man, if you ever consider Latin America. But yeah, She's washing our clothes in the river. I just need to buy some soap. Hell no. Okay, you're definitely not playing. That's too much detail. Well, good for you, man. That's incredible. That's incredible. Al Alperner. I don't know. I don't know your name. What is that? Is that the Turkish flag? The something Turkish. Well, what's up, man? I don't speak Turkish. Or I don't. What if they speak in Turkey? Arabic? I don't know. But I only speak English and Spanish. So okay, yeah. I only speak English and Spanish. So if you know one of those languages, comment in. We're just talking about our goals, what you want to do with life, that kind of thing. Come to Istanbul, dude. I would love to go to Istanbul. I mean, it's so beautiful there. Um, one day I'll get to Istanbul and I'll film all of it. Once I'm a little bit more famous and then with more money, then I'll definitely get out there. For sure, man. I'll film the streets. I don't care. I'll go for it. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, Istanbul. That's cool for sure. Yeah. Fidel Torres. Have I visited any other countries in South America lately? Not lately. But in 2 months I'll be going to Panama, and I've never spent any actual time in Panama. I've only ever just been in the airport. So I'll be there for like 10 days with my family, meeting my family in the states there, and so I'll be filming from Panama though for sure, and it'll be sick, man. Like I'll be there. There's this beautiful like artsy street, and I think it would be the equivalent of our historic center, Centro Histórico here in Paraguay. But it's the same in Panama. They have like a kind of a similar area. Absolutely beautiful streets, and we got an Airbnb on that one of those streets, and so I'll be going live there, and it's gonna be beautiful, man. And so that's the biggest thing coming up, and then from there I'll just have to see. I'll just have to see what's up with the job, with my dog, who's gonna take care of my dog, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's not technically South America. That's technically Central America. But I'm super excited for Panama, man, for real. And like I haven't been on a plane forever, so it'll be cool. I mean, my trip to Encarnacion was really cool too. And this next year, I'll certainly get to Encarnacion again. Um, and I'll probably just work from there. Like I won't like take vacation days or anything. I'll just work from Encarnacion during the day, and then just explore at nighttime. And even better if my dog can come with me, but I'll just have to see though, you know. But yeah, I mean that's the plan, man. So I'll just have to see. A lot of things depend on a lot of things, but Panama is definitely the thing that's coming up in no time, man. Like fucking, what would it be now? 9 weeks, 10 weeks. Time flies, dude. Time flies when you're on your grind, you know. So yeah, I heard Panama is nice. Yeah, dude. I mean, like and seeing the ocean, that'll be really cool. Because in the states, man, I came from Wisconsin, and then I came to Paraguay. So I've always been a interlocked person, or inner landlocked person. I hardly ever seen the ocean very much in my life. No significant amounts of time by the ocean. So even just having like 8 days by the ocean is pretty cool in itself. Um, but there's a actually I probably shouldn't say this, but Brazil is very very appealing, man. Like more and more so, if you find the right spot in Brazil, right? Like if I could pull off what I'm pulling off here and be close to a beach, Brazil would be really cool. And like when I mean really cool, I mean like maybe I live there for like 3 months out of the year type thing. But then again, I don't know. Like I'm thinking, you know, so I hope for my life to be in South America. Yes, this channel is my best life Paraguay, but I'm not, closed off to the idea of, hey, maybe I get a tiny little duplex in, say, Florianopolis. You know, whether that happens in a couple years, 5 years, 10 years, whenever. Um, I would totally get a some kind of beach house, something like that in Brazil. Again, this everything depends on everything, but at that time, the channel will be stronger, more views, um, equipment will be better, uh, you know, and hopefully, a lot of things just work out in a couple of years. So, because in my mind, I always thought of having a little cabin in like either Chile or Argentina, right? Because like I'm from Wisconsin, and I kind of miss not the dead winter, but like the falls and the springs, or actually more the fall in Wisconsin. And if I can get a little bit of that life back in like Uruguay, but they don't really have mountains in Uruguay, so probably like Argentina, I would love that as well. Paraguay is always going to be home base, but I for sure seeing myself, especially in like 10, 15 years. Nah, man, I'm definitely having like a little cabin at like the edge of Argentina. Um, maybe something humble but still modern on the beach in Brazil. It doesn't have to be huge because this is always Paraguay is always going to be my home base. Um, anyways, that's uh, those are some longer term goals for sure that I have, and that would be so sweet, man. Uh, like Brazil, Asuncion, and what is it, Cordoba? That's horizontal, the next city going towards Chile. I think so. So like, if I could set up life that way, that'd be really cool. And yeah, the Panama Canal, yeah, yeah, I'll certainly see that. Hmm. And yeah, man. Hopefully the U.S. is not at war with Venezuela at that point, because that would really fuck up the region, man. But yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. So if anybody else wants to comment in, what are your goals? What are your plans? What do you have planned coming up for the holidays or anything? Um, if anybody back watches this too, my job is looking for sales developers. In particular, if you speak German and English, still looking. And last time I did a live, I forgot to mention that. I also have merch available. I don't have that many options. Is pretty much the My Best Life Paraguay logo on a couple polos as well. I just designed those a couple weeks ago. I finished them, the designs, and those are live for purchase. I probably won't have one on until maybe Panama, just to save on shipping prices myself. But if you guys are in the States or whatever, they're always going to be linked below. Get yourself a nice My Best Life Paraguay shirt. You're helping out the channel, and my bad. And yeah, if you sported it down here, I'll know. And yeah, maybe maybe what I'll do with that, if you bought like a shirt or a couple shirts, I don't know, I'll throw in a big discount off like a consultation. I'll make it like half off or something like that. I don't know, just a thought. Actually, no, I will do that. If you guys purchase a shirt, well, okay, let's put it. Let's say two shirts, at least two. one for yourself and one for somebody else, then I'll give you guys half off of a consultation if you guys want. One on one. I screen share the maps, and all that good stuff. I'll offer something cooler than that. I just got to think of something else, more of a incentive. But anyways, just shameless plug stuff for the channel. But yeah. Oh shit! I should actually probably do a real video on that. You know, it's hard to sell merchandise. I know it's like kind of an old school thing, but I was like, man, I think I might be the only channel that even has any merch available on Paraguay of the English speaking channels. But but yeah. So, anyways, um, I guess that's one of a. I guess on a serious note, that is one of my goals as well to expand my best like Paraguay shop. I'm gonna make way cooler designs too. Like I just have the normal OG designs right now, but later I'm gonna like put in more fun stuff, fun looking stuff, uh, coffee mugs and whatever else. So yeah, so I'll be expanding that. I guess also my goals too, and you guys can write in your goals too. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking. So if you have any long term or short term goals, just let me know, and I'll read them off here. But for myself, continuing this channel, um, I predict what day are we at? Okay, 25th. I predict before Christmas, I should hit 2,000 subs, right? And then from there, next goal is, well, every thousand after that. But next significant goal would be 5,000, then 10,000. And when I hit 10,000, I mean, I'll have no more excuse, and I'll certainly be organizing events, right? And again, if I organize events, you guys, they're gonna be fun, dude. They're gonna be at food parks and stuff. I know that there's the events that go on now. It's way more professional networking and stuff. And these will be too, but you're just gonna have some beers in you. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't have to drink, but you guys know me, yeah, an MBLP meetup. I mean, I was actually thinking about doing that even sooner. But if I do them, they're gonna probably just be at food parks to begin with. Uh, the food parks will love that, bringing people out. Maybe we'll switch them up. I'm not sure, but we're probably gonna start for sure at San Lorenzo, um, Pinedo, where I usually always go, and yeah, like realistically, I just don't know how many people will come out right now if I do that. So I'll probably wait till after the new year. But yeah, I will do those, but I'm gonna do something big at 10,000 though. We might have to rent out or something on the rooftop if I hit 10,000 subscribers in like a year or two, hopefully sooner. But that'll be fun, man. That'll be super fun. And yeah, yeah, we can pop some champagne for that one if that happens. So for sure. But in the meantime, though, I'll organize something. I don't know how, but I'll either throw out a video or a poll or something like that, and let you guys know if maybe start once a month. Because if you do the weekly stuff or the bi-weekly stuff, that's cool. I just don't know how many people would come. And again, I want these to be a little bit more loose. I don't want them to be like you have to feel like you have to come dressed up. You have to feel like you have to, because those things already exist, right? And I'm way more off the cuff, and it'll just be more chill. Yeah, you guys know me, so yeah. Oh, my bad, Aaron. Did I already say what's up, Aaron? Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, yeah. Monthly is better. Yeah, dude. Monthly is way less. What's the word? I mean, it's less of an investment on my time too. And plus, if I do it at a food park, I don't have to like notify anybody. We just go, you know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should actually talk to the owner of these food parks. I do actually know a couple owners of these food parks, sort of. Well, especially the Capiata one, I do know. But I don't think you guys will come as far as Capiata. I'm excited for the 2K mark. Yeah, dude, the 2K mark will probably come up pretty soon. I don't know where I'm at. I think I gained actually a couple subscribers during this live, which I usually do, which is actually why I'm going live a little bit more, to accelerate to get to that 2K. Uh, yeah, that'll be a good uh, accomplishment. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But yeah, we'll start monthly. Like I don't even want to do bi-weekly, man, because that's just even that stresses me out thinking about it. Like, I gotta let you guys know, and I don't want videos just to be about that either. It'll just be something chill. Um, but yeah, and for sure. But yeah, like I said, one of the biggest goals is to keep this channel going. Yeah, make it special, make it important, uh, meaningful, and yeah, just sharing the journey for sure. what is Pat? I think that's what your name is. Yeah, the night sky in Paraguay must be beautiful. Oh, if you go to the beginning of this live, if you're catching up, yeah, I was sitting out there when I started it on my porch or on my patio, and yeah, the sunsets here are very nice. And I walked around the other day when I did a walk and talk, which I suck at doing walk and talks because I'm so distracted by everything, right? But yeah, beautiful sunsets here, uh, stunning. Especially who's that? Who's the one on Instagram? Is it Paraguay? What is it? Uh, it's like four K Paraguay scenes or something like that. Anyways, he always shoots like the most glamorous shots of the sunsets with his drone over the river, and it's just like mind blowing. Like sunsets, sunrises here, they're intense. um, yeah, yeah, but yeah, I'm excited too though. I'm excited too about the channel, but just because, man, I remember the beginning days where like they don't even let you go live unless you have, what is it, 50 or 100 subscribers or something like that. So like even the things that you're allowed to do on YouTube, you have to earn, right? Like, and you have to get to 500 subscribers to even like put out merchandise, and then obviously 1,000 to get monetized, and then to get brand deals. Like, I'm in the pool for brand deals. I'm sure I have to grow more, and they have to analyze if I'm too controversial, which I don't think I am, but who knows for brand deals. But there are other guys who have brand deals that are way more controversial than me. So, but anyway, so those are, and I can do my own thing. I can actually reach out to some of these people, but I don't want my channel just be spammed with by whatever, what is the one that everybody always fucking does, uh Tej Hanley or some shit like that. I'm like, nah, dude. And plus, they would want me to be way bigger, and it's just like that's just such a go-to one. Like, like if there's something that has more to do with travel or something, like I could see that for sure. Or something I already have. I don't know. Or maybe they. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. The point is that you have to reach certain levels before certain things pop up on YouTube, right? Like you can't just put out merch and have like 3 subscribers. They don't let you. And then even like for these things, even when you become monetized, they go back and revise everything. So my trailer that I always used to put, and I still do put actually sometimes. I got that off of a website, or the soundtrack, right? The 13 seconds, and it said on my program, you can use this on YouTube, and there's no issues. Well, guess what? Once I got monetized, they demonetized every single video I had. So I either had to cut out manually all the trailers, but I did contact the music the music producers, right? Because I I disputed it, right? I was like, look, this was on a public platform, but I still have to do that to this day, right? Because eventually I'll make a new trailer, right? But I like my 13-second little trailer, right? It's kind of like you're watching a TV show or something. But anyways, so like there's some unexpected things that can happen to you on YouTube as well. Um, that even though you're like you get monetized, but also some unexpected stuff can happen too. Like oh shit, I didn't know that I wasn't able to do that. So yeah. Aaron says yeah. You guys if you guys want to comment in your goals, whether they're more immediate or long term goals, let me know and I can read them off here. And also let me know where you guys are from for sure. And yeah. But yeah, Aaron says, I'm trying to stay alive on the freeways of Los Angeles. I can't wait to make my way back to Paraguay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Dude, LA, dude. It's so wild. And sometimes I'll tune into like documentaries, like whether it's I don't know. I was watching like this really interesting one on Chicago and it laid out all the gang neighborhoods and stuff. And I don't know, man. Some of that stuff interests me, especially if it's a little more long form content. And and somebody asked me the other day, they commented on my video, "Hey Ryan, is it because overall, like, yeah, it is safe, like relatively safe to be walking around with your phone out here. But the thing is, you got to take the context into consideration of like what I'm doing. I'm walking around my phone on a stick, like I have it right now, like a extension stick. I'm speaking in a foreign language. I'm walking streets that people are seeing me for the first time. They don't know what I'm filming or why I'm filming, right? And so like, and I'm saying hi and all that stuff, but as nice as Paraguayans are, you could still maybe make, if not mad or upset, just uncomfortable, right? So that's why I'll take a lot of breaks and say hi, hola, hola, whatever. But anyways, the point is like he asked, I thought you said it was safe, Ryan, to walk around with your phone. It's like, yeah, well, normally if you're just like on it like a normal human being, but I'm over here filming stuff. So, that's why you just gotta like, to take certain things into context. But anyways, I bring that up because like if you were to compare the states, like dude, there's 10,000 gang neighborhoods everywhere. Everywhere. Chicago, Los Angeles, hell, even from where I'm from, which people wouldn't even expect, you know? Even in the middle of Wisconsin. So like when people ask me these questions, it's just like in normal situations, yes. Do you want to be avoiding certain neighborhoods? Yes. But just think about where you're coming from. Like, is the states really even that safer? Like in many cases, no. It's not going to be safer. It's going to be much more dangerous. you know. So, anyways, yeah. Anon Man says, "Hey, bro, have you seen? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while here, Anon Man. Have you seen Al Jazeera Al Jazeera documentary? Is China using an alleged criminal to get Paraguay to ditch Taiwan? Hmm. No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to I'll have to catch that. Yeah. Aaron says my goal is to work on a vessel in 2026. Very good. And make my way to Paraguay in 2026 2027 to convert to permanent residency. Yep. And get away from the States for a while. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's great. Uh, yeah, Pacific Coast Northern. Dang, all the OGs are popping up. All the OGs have said something at least. Okay, going to Medellin on December 14th for 2 weeks for Christmas. Then heading to Leticia on the border. My bad. Heading to Leticia on the border with the Amazon River. Okay, going down the Amazon for a 4 day boat ride to Iquitos. Iquitos. The goal is to live life. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That sounds awesome. For sure. Ain't on hidden camera. Oh, about the China stuff. The OG crew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To those who are on on right now, I think the next year in 2026. I'm not gonna do it before that. I have too much stuff. I have a 10 day graduation, then there's Christmas, then there's New Year's. So I'm not gonna do it before that. But the next year, I think we're gonna start MBLP meetups. Just chill once a month at a food park. Um, and yeah, they're not gonna be as like they're not going to be as formal as the other expat meetups are, right? You can be a little bit more yourself, and I'll try to get some locals as well, so we can like mix it up a little bit, and so yeah, we could definitely do that, and I'll see when I set up the first one of those. Maybe not in the hottest time, so like January and February are super super hot. I guess at night though it's fine. Yeah, I mean these would always be at night pretty much. So whether it's a Friday or a Saturday, gonna start those, and yeah, I may or may not go live during those. Maybe not the first couple, just so I can actually like talk and be a good host and not put cameras in people's faces. But maybe after that though, we'll see. So yeah, y'all heard it first. uh, yeah, and dude, oh, the first time I went to the Via Morra park, the food park, um, yeah, I met up with my boss who's from the UK, and dude, I could not believe. I mean, well, actually, yes, I could believe, but like, wow, dude, like they're just stunning girls, dude. I mean, even here, like, by Pinedo too, right? But I'm just like, dude, it's just like, I mean, this is nothing new, but I know this stuff, but it's just like, goddamn, dude. Sometimes, sometimes, even I don't even care if I'm 16 months in, sometimes Paraguaya's beauty just like really stuns you, man. And I swear to God, I saw the most beautiful, just like perfect, man. And when I say like perfect, I mean like, damn, dude, like, wow, like flawless. Like girl at the Pinedo Food Park the other day, I was like, my God, dude. Um, yeah, but yeah. Oh, Pacific Coast Northern says at night with asaditos and beers, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of little things that expats do, like tinier meetups and some of the more professional networking meetups. But like the goal is to let loose a little bit more. Chop chopping game at Mercado Cuatro. Yeah, Enaman. Yeah, the rich neighborhoods have some stunners. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I know. That's so true. Like sometimes I'm just in awe. Like how are you so blessed? I'm just like, dude. you know, like damn. Shit. Sometimes. Woo-wee. It's crazy though. But yeah. Yeah, Encarnacion. I didn't go in the. I went before it got really busy, so there were beautiful girls there. I'm sure there's way more when it becomes busy. But I was a little bit underwhelmed, to be completely honest, with Encarnacion. Again, I didn't do much, to be completely honest. Like, meaning if I would have been there a month, I probably would have had a better gauge of like the girls. But I was on Tinder and stuff, and like even just like swiping and stuff. I was a little bit underwhelmed, to be honest. Yeah, but Encarnacion, the city itself, is I mean, it's such a place of peace. It's just insane, dude. Insane. Aaron says, I'm missing the simplicity of the food parks in Paraguay. The beer is always ice cold, the food is always on point, and you'll come across some baddies from time to time. Dude, I know, man. That's why I might arguably be one of the biggest promoters of food parks, and I don't even realize it. Because like you guys said, they don't really exist in other countries too much. Um, yeah. Oh, Enaman says, wait, hold up. Okay, shopping Mariscal is the spot to see how girls. I don't even know if I've been there, dude. Wait, Mariscal, is that the one that's on the edge of Fernando and Asuncion, or is that the one that's in Recoleta? I don't know. I'm confusing all these places, but yeah, for sure. I mean, hell, even when I go to Pinedo, there's some baddies there too, for sure. Um, Iraman says at night on the Malecon had a ton. Oh, and Encarnacion. Yeah, Tinder sucks in the Encarnacion. It's not representative. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Like, I bet you there's a lot more girls, but you really got to be kind of like at the restaurants, hanging out, doing what I'm doing. Like, oh yeah, I got a channel. Like, that's the way that I meet like servers and like staff from restaurants and stuff too. Like, oh hey, can I take a couple pictures of Instagram and that kind of stuff. Like, I'm really good in with this like small bar and restaurant place over here, and like that's how I got a girl's number, and then that the rest is history. But uh, yeah, um, you know, yeah. I mean, it is possible, man. Like I've lived it. I'm sure that you guys who have been here have lived that too. And it's always when you're not trying. I swear to God, it's always happens when you are not trying. I swear to God, it's like the energy you emit or don't emit. You know. So yeah, Pacific Coast Northern says plus they have beaches. Yeah, in Arcanar. Yeah, yep. Mariscal is the same as Villa Morra. Oh yeah. Okay, that is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I haven't actually been inside that. I should go there. I'll film it if I do. But I think they're getting a little bit weird about filming, man. Um, so maybe I have to go to the front information desk. Hey, I'm here. I'm just filming. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Blah blah blah. Blah. Oh, but don't film the staff. And I'm like, fuck, man. This is like starting to remind me of the states. When me and Esteban did the video, we ran into that because they thought we were gonna like film the servers. Like, no, we have it like pointed the other way, the camera, right? With Gen Z expat. So yeah, Aaron says Encarnacion is high on my list. Simon, you, and I got to make it out there. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I could certainly see having a condo out there in Encarnacion one day and rent it out and Airbnb it out, and then just go yourself whenever you want to go. That's actually okay. Okay, all right. Let's be realistic. I said Brazil because I'm fantasizing about the beach, but realistically, I'd probably do Encarnacion first before I start messing around in other countries. But I guess the longer term goal, I would definitely like to have something in Brazil. It doesn't have to be in Rio or Sao Paulo. It can be in one of the tinier cities on the beach still. And it doesn't have to be right on the beach. It can be a good kilometer away with a $1 Uber to get to it. Um, you know, and man, that's like I gotta extend my network a little bit more to people who are living in Brazil. I mean, I already Rico came on the channel. That was a great conversation. Um, but I want to get to know people who have lived in Brazil for more significant amounts of time. So yeah, and do a little more interviews. Uruguay, I would do interviews with expats in Uruguay. The only thing is Uruguay is just everybody just tells me it's just good for visiting. It's too high price. And same with Buenos Aires. It's good for visiting, but just too high price to live long term. Um, so yeah, so Paraguay is still the spot. Encarnacion sucks. Don't come. dude. I mean, I like okay. So for me to really love Encarnacion, I wouldn't want to be dating. I would really want to like have my woman. You know, I think that's when it's probably the most enjoyable. You know, when you're already traveling there with the girl, you're not on the hunt for girls because it's not going to be the place. Um, you know what I mean? So I could see it like 5, 10 years time. I mean, first and foremost, I would have something here first. My sister wants me to buy this place, but I don't think so. I don't even know the price point on it either. But I think they're gonna probably want a little bit more than I would be willing to pay for this place. Um, it's a nice enough place, but there's just some things I don't care for personally. Like here, let me turn the camera around here. Like man, I don't know why my video's lacking. I have great internet. I think it's my phone, dude. I have to update my phone or something, or get a DJI. If I get a DJI, I would need to. I mean, if you guys know right off the bat about DJIs, can you go live from those? I think you can, but I'm not sure. Um, if you can't go live from a DJI, then I probably wouldn't get one. Um, but anyways, I have to look that up. But that's probably yeah. I don't know. But Enaman, well, wait. Enaman says once you stay in a place for a little bit, you notice all the blemishes. Scary to buy a place and be stuck there. Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I'm just kidding about Encarnacion. Trying to gatekeep. Yeah, dude, I was just gonna ask you, bro. Like, I was like, man, I think you're trying to gatekeep. But still, though, what I said, I mean, it is kind of true, though. Like, yeah, I'm sure you could find some beautiful women, some gems, but it's just not. And see, this is where people are gonna disagree with me again. I just don't think it's big enough of a place. Maybe if you go to Posadas, the other side, but I don't know. To me, it's just like significantly small to like try to find your wife. I'd much rather just keep doing that here, uh, personally. But who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, like now that I met like girls from like, well, I guess now they're city girls, but I've met girls who like have lived out in the country and here. And the thing is, there's almost no difference anymore these days. Like when I came here 13 years ago, oh, there was a big difference between girls in the country and here, dude. But now, since everybody and their mama's on Instagram, dude, like, not so much. Just straight up, dude. Like, I mean, even girls who are like 22, like they're essentially Instagram babies, especially if they really like indulge in social media, But yeah, yeah. But if I like Encarnacion is cool, it's probably not the best place to hunt out your wife, but like I would certainly go back for like very long periods of time, or even like whatever. It'd be a lot better with the girl already, you know. It is, but delete Tinder and apps. It's all real life stuff. Worldwide, bro. There's not much difference anymore. Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, like in 2012 when I first started coming here, dude, major difference, major fucking difference, dude. I mean, that's all it took. It really. See, the thing is, like I know it might be annoying to hear, but it is true with the whole social media and dating apps thing. Um, it kind of destroyed a lot of things. A lot of more authentic meeting people, that kind of stuff. Like if you utilize it right, it can be very helpful. But in general, it's just like, nah, man. Like, I mean, most country girls like they have fucking more followings than the fucking city girls. And it gets to their head. I swear to God, dude. Like it does. I would actually, the girl I met at the restaurant the other day. I had no idea that she was pretty big on TikTok, like well known. And she's guess where she's from? The country. or the interior or whatever. Um, and I was like, God damn it! And then, you know what I said next? I was like, this shit ain't gonna work. I was like, I'm an influencer. You're an influencer. I mean, this is definitely not gonna work. And then guess what? It didn't even work. It didn't even last a week. you know. And I was like, oh well, I fucking knew it, man. I was like, oh shit, but that's okay. I don't even care. This is what it is. Saw the change firsthand. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, you went to Colombia in 2014. What you eating, man? Okay. No, go away. Go away. Go. Okay. Okay. Go. What's your ball? Yeah. Okay, so you went to Colombia in 2014. Saw the change firsthand. Dude, me too. Me too. Like I didn't live down here yet, but I came here every year, almost every year. Um, and yeah, it was completely different society. Completely different. Uh, Not everybody. I mean, your small town girl really was just a beautiful small town girl back in the day. Now that small town girl has Instagram and she's got a huge following. And they barely even try. They just put on a dress and then they fucking get 10,000 overnight if you're beautiful enough. Swear to God. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I would still say, though, they're still probably a little bit better than your average city girl, but not by much. And again, it really depends on how well they're known or not known on social media. I mean, it's because you gotta understand, man. Like that's how some girls like they just interact, dude. Like they go live on TikTok or wherever the fuck they're doing their hair, they're doing this. Obviously, there's guys in and out of that stuff, whether they're commenting or not. I've seen this shit play out. So yeah, I don't give a fuck about TikTok myself. It's just nothing to me. But I know all locals tell me to go on TikTok and do all that, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like constantly checking in on TikTok personally. Uh, and yeah, and I don't really need to teach the Latin world about Paraguay. There's already so many people who already do that. Um, yeah, and I was the first white dude people had seen. Oh yeah, in Colombia, yeah, yeah. That's a hell of a thing. Like back in when I used to come here, too, I was certainly the first American. But like I was also like very young and very relevant, like with the music I listened to, like my style, all this stuff. Like and people loved it. Like I felt like a straight celebrity when I used to come here. Now it's like, yeah, you know, they see American shit all the time. Like and then that was even before Netflix was a thing down here. You know, um, so at best they might be able to watch some shit on like TV of like an American movie before, right? And like say like I don't know, Get Rich or Die Trying or some shit was on like 10 years ago. Maybe you might have caught it on a Paraguayan channel, just maybe. I mean, now there's Netflix and like nothing's that special anymore, because the internet fucked everything up. Unless for those of us who are utilizing it to make money or some shit, you know. But like on a societal level, yeah, the internet, dating apps, social media, fuck so many things up. I really wish I go back in time. But the thing is, though, if you go back in time, there's not the same opportunities, right? It'd be much harder to pull a life off like this as a younger guy back 13 years ago. You um, but man, dude, man, if you could though, and I really should have started my channel like fucking 13 years ago. No matter how, no matter what, I should have. I don't know why I waited so long, but yeah. Everything is dumbed down for a global audience. Yeah. Oh, that's so true, man. That's so true. And I mean, no offense to like the world travelers, but like you guys know the typical like oh, I'm in front of Palacio de Justicia or Palacio Lopez, right? And this is my 24 hours in Paraguay, and it's so safe here, and the empanadas are great, and the people are nice, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm leaving in like 2 days. I'm like, dude, like I know these guys are well known and stuff because they hop around country to country, but it's just like, dude, I can't even watch their videos, man. Uh, it's just such fluff, and really don't offer you much like insight besides just like, well, look, I made it here, you guys. I made it here. Here's my picture, and I'm just gonna keep it moving now. And a lot of those people they crash out, right? A lot of those channels and those people they crash out because they just travel too much, dude. They never get residency anywhere. Um, they've never had an experience more for than 3 to 6 months somewhere, so they don't know what it's really like. you know, uh, and so they crash out and burn. And plus, like travel itself is very expensive, like very expensive. You're hopping on planes all the time. I mean, that shit is like incredibly expensive. And so I know that a lot of digital nomads at the beginning were just they were doing the whole YouTube thing. Hey, look where I am. Look at how beautiful it is. But it's like how many times do you really care? You know? Uh, yeah. Okay. Paraguay passport, bro. Twitter is bad too for different reasons. Oh, I haven't even. Um, wait, they're on Twitter. Is that a group or a following? I guess I'm technically on Twitter. I haven't even tweeted shit, and nobody cares about me on Twitter. Maybe I should engage on Twitter a little bit more. But yeah, this Twitter is bad too for different reasons. I don't really know what you're talking about, but that's okay. Pacific Coast Northern. You ever watched Timmy Carter? No. Robert says I plan on being there in a few weeks. Gonna get my birth certificate and background check apostilled for Paraguay right now. Oh, nice, man. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, good. What did Aaron say? The damn Korean American kid that criticized the trip after being in America. That pissed me off, especially after visiting Paraguay. Yeah, you know what that pissed me off because he gave Koreans a bad name. Because in all the headlines down here, they were like Korean influencer, Korean YouTuber, or Korean whatever the fuck he was, right? Who just like came here, insulted Paraguay, and then left. I was like, you guys, he's speaking in fucking English. This kid is fucking American. Ain't no Korean acting like him. you know, he's an American asshole. But like the so I was like, that was such a bad representative because like now some I guarantee you some like actual like Korean who grew up in Korea is gonna come very nice and pleasant, and then they're gonna have in their mind like, oh, this fucking kid, another one of y'all, right? So yeah, but yeah. Um, Is even going northern. I have lived here for a year since January 17th. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Hmm. Aaron says while being in Paraguay. Oh yeah, yeah, the Korean dude. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been live for a long time. My phone's gonna die. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys. Been live for a while here. Appreciate you all for sticking on. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't go live too much anymore, but I'm gonna try. I always say that. But appreciate you guys for hopping on though for sure. And yeah, I got to get caught up on a lot of stuff, man. I got house stuff and call my family and figure out plane ticket and all that stuff. So, anyways, love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Let me know if you want me to talk about other topics and stuff going forward on these lives or videos or whatever. Check out the merch that's available, especially if you're in. I think it's going to be kind of difficult to ship that here directly, but especially if you're in the states or something. or in Canada or Australia or all the Western countries. I think they got all direct shipping if you guys want to get a shirt for the holidays, something like that. Yeah. Um, what else? Oh yeah, just very lastly, just one more plug for a sales developer role that prioritizing looking for somebody who's bilingual in German and English, um, but but it's not necessary. If you aren't an English speaker, let me know. And actually, here, if you are interested, just go ahead and email me directly with your resume and any background information that you have. If you have sales experience, if you don't, but you still think you'd be good for the role, um, just hit me up for that too. Uh, Man, what else, dude? I fucking forgot. There's something else I was supposed to mention. I forgot. But anyways, it's okay. I'll I don't know, whatever. I'll get up with you guys next time, whenever that is. I'll go live either Thursday or Friday because I got Thanksgiving and day after Thanksgiving off, so I'll go live one of those days. Probably not from here, probably from somewhere else, but we'll see. I don't know. uh, but yeah, all right, you guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. The okay, I remember now. The My Best Life Paraguay meetups. Probably not happening before the new year. Probably going to happen sometime next year. But I'll let you guys know, and I'll be at 2,000 subs for sure by then. And then, yeah. So that was the last thing that I forgot. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. Might even do a whole video about it. I don't know yet, but we'll see. All right, you guys. Peace for real. Peace.